Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
One of our favourites, Mr. Adam Sandler, appeared on Kelly Clarkson's show the other day and they got talking about fashion. And Adam Sandler had this to say about his look.
I'm sorry about it. Every day I'm sorry for the way I dress.
He's sorry for the way he dresses.
He's got an iconic look to the point where, Davo, you were late to work and as a punishment, you pretty much had to dress as Adam Sandler for the week.
Yeah.
Because it's such an eccentric look. It is the baggy shorts and, the baggy shirts and there is just
socks and sandals.
Yeah, there's just a style to it that has been rocking for, the last 30 years, it seems.
And there's nothing to it. It's literally just whatever's baggy, chuck it on and off you go.
Yeah.
He's not really a fashion icon, but it did get us talking about these, fashion things that we all have or pieces of clothing that we all keep for far too long and they're just horrendous. Or every time you wear it, someone says, oh, nice shirt, but then you know that they don't mean it.
Yeah, they're taking the mickey.
It's funny, though, because there is, I guess when you buy something, you're pretty confident that it looks good and that you're happy with it, but then it only takes, a few months until it's just left in the closet. And it's one of those artifacts of your house that you just don't touch again.
Yeah, I have a pair of undies that I've kept for, I reckon, over 10 years. Like, they're old, right?
Jeez.
Wow. And you only wear...
Getting your money's worth, eh?
You only whip them out when things are dire. You haven't done your washing, and so they're the emergency pair. And I wore
break
them,
glass in case.
Well, I wore them to work the other day, and I just had my overall dress on, and I was in the producer's booth here, and Taylor for the work day was sitting on a beanbag, and I sort of bent over to look at something on the computer in front of me, and Taylor said, Davo, you've got a giant hole in your knees. I can see your ass.
So these were the 10-year-old ones.
You temptress.
Wow.
So I decided that they have been retired, seeing as I'm now exposing myself at work.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one that I had for quite a while was this long sleeve purple shirt. And the way it's so hard to describe because it sounds normal, but it's a long sleeve purple shirt.
No, it doesn't.
It's got these, it looks like what a BMX rider would wear. And I brought it in, and I think your friend Pugs, Davo, copped a look of it on the Instagram, and she's like, what the hell is Callum wearing?
Tell him to never wear that again.
And it has these, tribal kind of patterns in, hyper bright yellow all along the sleeves. It's very Matt Hoffman BMX kind of vibe.
Grimace, McDonald's Grimace purple with highlighter green on there, high vis green on there. And it did make you look like a BMX rider, and that's right. I was getting comments from friends saying, "Excuse me, tell Callum."
What is that? Where did he even get it from?
And I did notice after I did let you know that the shirt slowly but surely went into retirement.
It came out of rotation pretty quick.
You sort of just gradually keep it in the closet. Maybe it'll make a return for your birthday or something, Davo.
Now, Tom, there is a piece of clothing that you have I need to bring up.
Yeah, I know the one you're going to say as well. Go on.
It's the T-shirt that is ripped around your nipples, so we can see both nips, and you look like you've been attacked by a possum on the way in.
Well, it was one of those ones when you showed up late that day. We're like, maybe he was late because he was mauled on the way in.
It's a Dodge and Cross Aerosmith top, and it's just a grungy, hard metal top.
Yeah, but you're in a workplace and both nipples are out.
Oh,
imagine if I was doing that.
I've worn worse to work. Come on.
We were eye line with the nipple on air for the whole show.
He was looking at us.
Yeah,
blinking.
That. I stand by that shirt. I'll defend it to the end of days. But I do have one item of clothing that I think would give you the ick, Davo, and it's my summertime jumper. It's a poncho.
Oh yeah,
I love it around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Nice thin poncho. Get the breeze come right up. Nothing on underneath.
No doubt nipples will make their way out, as Tom often does.
As always. What's the worst piece of clothing you own? Or maybe what's the worst piece of clothing your partner owns? Is there something you need to get off your chest? Let them know about it right now on air. Somebody's texted in saying, I have a pair of black Raiders track pants, the ultimate ankle freezers.
Yeah, right.
Very nice.
I didn't really know what this was until I had to look it up, but someone said my hubby still has his FUBU trackers.
Oh, FUBU.
So is that the double trackers, like a double kind of tracksuit?
No, FUBU was that brand.
Yeah.
It was a really
Bit esche-ish?
Yeah, that's the way to put
Yeah,
it.
right.
Bit esche-ish. I mean, I had a FUBU jumper back in the day. It was all the rage
Oh, yeah.
when I was in
There you
year
go.
7.
And another text come through here. One of my mates wears those really ripped jeans on a night out. We told him if he wears it again, we're not coming out with him.
Wow.
Jeez, the ripped jeans. They're
Yeah.
fashion statement for sure.
I mean, I did talk about the ones that you have, Tom, where they sort of they're a pair of jeans, but the way that they work is they sort of cut off where mini shorts would be, and then they're all open until the ankle where they're cuffed at the bottom.
Yeah, so I bought them with small rips in them, and as I wore them out a few times, the holes got bigger and bigger. Maybe some of the times I was ripping it on purpose.
Yeah.
They're slowly progressing to be a Daisy Dukes set of
They are.
shorts that you wear around during summer.
We can see your inner thigh. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
No, it's not enough.
Once again, it's that mauled by a possum look.
This one here says, my partner's been rotating 3 pairs of socks for the past 6 years. The same 6 socks. He gyms frequently, and he says, any more socks and you'll just lose them.
I don't know about that.
If he hasn't lost,
Gain 'em.
if he hasn't
Gain
lost, if he hasn't lost these 3, he should be right. And this other text here, someone said went to a function and the dude was rocking a top hat. His girlfriend couldn't be further away. That's a polarising one. I don't mind the idea of a top hat.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, nah, no top hats. Hey, let's go to Meadows. We got Nicole on the line. Nicole, what's the worst item of clothing you own?
Oh, well, there's some wonderful parachute pants,
Oh,
Pink.
right.
yellow, and I used to live on 2 acres. I've just recently moved. Can't wear them here. And now I think they're going into the fire.
No, I reckon just wear them with confidence. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Joking.
Are you getting other people, making comments about the parachute pants?
Well, no one could see me. I was on 2 acres.
Okay, well, yeah. If it's in the comfort of your own place, you can.
Yeah, but she's
wear whatever
saying
you want.
now she lives in a smaller
Oh, of
place
course,
where people
yeah.
can see
I mean,
her.
rock it.
Yeah,
I think
now I'm
just
in
rock it.
suburbia. I can't do that fashion statement anymore.
Hey, Nicole, these parachute pants, did you get them in the 80s or did you find a pair recently?
Probably, yeah. I'm pretty sure the 80s.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you've had them a while then.
Yes,
You know
I
what,
have.
Nicole?
And you just take things when you move house,
Yeah.
and then you go, oh my God, there they are.
Nicole, I'm making the call now. Parachute pants are going to come back into fashion. Hold on to them, all right?
You heard it here first.
I mean,
I don't think.
Well, we lost her there.
I was going to say, she could start a little group of everyone wearing parachute pants. Just go out. It's like cyclists in Lycra. There's a big group of them. If there's a big group of them in Lycra, you don't bat an eyelid.
Hey, we did just get one more text in. Somebody said, can somebody please get Davo some new knickers for Chris Kringle at least, boys?
You guys going to go knickers straight away?
Get some panties.
Go on today.
Don't say that word.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Dating and relationships is basically the Hunger Games. And today, in particular, is the day for battle, boys, because, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in. December 11th is the unofficial anointed day for breakups around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Have they managed to name this one the day? Is it just by stats, or is it because it's getting close to Christmas and the New Year, things like that?
Well, that's just it. I mean, you are sort of heading into the time of year where you reflect. You start promising new beginnings in New Year.
The 11th seems so early, though. I feel like I get in my reflective sort of contemplation stage maybe a day before New Year's.
I was going to say I don't think you've ever reflected.
Oh, yeah.
But but no, it says basically because there's this determined by some, look, it sounds really dodgy to be honest. The date was determined by Information is Beautiful designers who analysed Facebook statuses from 2008.
Right.
And basically that was the day that most statuses changed to no longer in a
Wow.
relationship.
Okay, so it is based on the stats. That's pretty cool.
So, I mean, start looking at your partner with fresh eyes today. If there's any other day to do it, today is the day. And if things are feeling a little bit rocky...
Hang on.
I mean-
Don't go out there throwing around a PSA. Hey, if things are a bit shaky, today's the day. Just end your 10 years of love.
Yeah. Some poor bloke was snoring this morning and now he's in his car thinking, geez, I might get the axe
All
today.
thanks to Davo.
You can see what side of the fence I'm on, jeez.
First rule of the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast is you don't talk about the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast. The second rule of the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast is you don't talk about the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast.
Last night I went to my parents' house for dinner. It's a little bit of a family get-together thing, right?
You also live there.
Well, I've sort of been out for the last month or so.
Squatting.
Yeah, couch surfing around. Haven't actually been home in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Got the old text from Mum on Saturday. She's like, hey, your sister and her partner are coming around for dinner Sunday night. Do you want to come over?
She's like, come back, Tom. I'm sorry. I put Cocoa Pops back in the cupboard. I'm sorry you stormed off like that.
I said, make sure there's Cocoa Pops and the Nesquik is filled up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm out.
I'm coming home. No, but as I get home, there's been a few changes and stuff. So first thing I noticed, they've got a brand new TV, which is like 85 inches, and I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, right. Well, that's cool, I guess.
Next thing, I've noticed there's a lot of presents under the tree. Yes, I had a bit of a look to see how many were to me.
You've done the count, like Dudley from Harry Potter.
I've done the
37.
count, and I found there was not a single present addressed to me. However, my dog and my sister's dog each had about 5 presents each under the tree.
5 presents.
Yeah.
It is such an interesting move to get the pets presents. I mean, it is funny and like they obviously do enjoy it, but 5? That's a bit greedy on the pet's behalf.
Well, they're getting. I've read all who they're from, right? So my dog is getting a present from Santa Claus. He's getting a present from me and my sister, which I didn't know about. Jeez. He's getting a present from my parents. And then he's also getting a present from my sister's dog, Willow.
It's as if
your mum's lost it.
It's as if they expect Bentley to turn around and be like, thanks, Willow. Thanks, Tom.
Well, he's spent the whole dinner underneath that tree because I think he's figured out one of them's a bull.
Oh, so he's
he's trying to unwrap it.
He really is like any kid on Christmas, like a few days before Christmas, being, I really want to just open one. You know, you might tear it a little bit, have a little sneak peek, see what it is.
Also, is this a glimpse into your childhood, Tom, as far as how spoilt you were as a kid? Because I know, like, before you've obviously disappointed your parents and, you know, done lots of naughty things, you know, they've obviously spoilt you rotten.
Maybe a little here and there. Once a year, it's Christmas.
Did you get presents from your dogs?
Yeah. My birthday earlier this year, I got a present from my dog.
That's
so.
right.
How weird is that? Like, I reckon my mum did the same thing a few years back. She's like, oh, this is your present from the cats.
The cats would never get you a present.
What the hell?
Those cats would never, ever lash out for you.
And they're just cats in general. They're not present givers.
But I realised last night my parents have actually lost the plot when it comes to loving this dog more so than me or my sister. Because I've gone to the fridge and I've gone to get something out of the fridge. And usually in the center of the fridge, there's like one of those little snapshot long things of all different pictures of me at my graduation and my sister at her graduation.
Milestones.
And I noticed they're not there in the fridge. And I'm like, what the hell? Where are they? And I've looked around. They've been moved to the side of the fridge, which is like, you can't see it. Like, the fridge goes into a little spot, so you can't see around the side. So we've been shafted, and what's taken our spot is, I've shown you this just before off air, but it's an A4 piece of paper.
A4?
It says at the top, Bentley 2023, and it's not written neatly. Like, it looks like they've tried to make it look like he's written that.
Oh, God.
That is loony.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paw prints that he has done with his own paws. And that's hanging up on the fridge.
What the hell?
Taking over our graduation
he
pictures.
He is like a 3-year-old at kindergarten coming home with his little paintings
Yes.
and chucks it up on the fridge. And what a lack of status to be on the side of the fridge as well. There is a fridge hierarchy, and you're not on it.
I'm not. I've been shafted to the side, out of mind sort of vibe.
God. Bentley, the big-boned pug. I mean, I can see in those paw prints there's also glitter on there. Like, he's gone all out. So I can understand why your mum thinks it's the golden child.
Hey, let's not rag on Bentley, because I think the culprits of this are your parents. It is a little bit loony, isn't it?
It really is, and that's why I want to open up the phone lines here. How did you know you're not the favourite, Adelaide?
Wait, this is what you get for leaving the house for a month. You're on the chopping block. Don't come back.
I'm surprised I got the call up.
So I have a story here. So when I was a kid, I remember I was at a chicken and chip shop with me mum.
Yeah.
And on the counter there, they had a Studio 2000 modelling pamphlet that you could get and then, put your kid in it.
Yeah, right.
My mum picked that and goes, oh, that's good for your sister. We did get a bunch of texts in about this, and oh my God, there's some good ones here. So someone's texting and says, when we watch family videos, my grandma always fast forwards through my sister and then pauses on me and says how cute I was.
Jeez, it's brutal, isn't it? Someone said, my mum flat out tells me my brother is the favourite because he is so handsome. I'm apparently a pork chop.
Somebody's texted in just straight up. Pretty sure my girlfriend likes my brother more than me.
That sounds...
That's a red flag.
That's something to unpack on another
Watch
day.
out for that.
What about this one? It says, I went to jail, so I know I'm not the favourite.
Hey.
Don't count yourself out yet.
Come on.
Hey, we did have Cara from Glenelg North calling up just before. We can't get a hold of her now, but she said her sister is the favourite. On her mum's wall, she's had a poster there for years and years, and then one day it got replaced, a poster of Cara got replaced by the sister's amazing art.
Yeah, sick of looking at Cara.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to Kate over in Nova Gardens. Kate, good morning. How'd you know you're not the favourite?
Morning. Well, I feel like I can't beat the other ones now, but when I was in year 6, it was like my primary school graduation, and my parents dipped out early to go see my older sisters sing in a singing competition.
I mean, is she a good singer though, Kate?
Oh, not really. She didn't make it past the first round.
So it's not worth going to then, really.
Yeah, this isn't like a big deal, this singing competition. She's not a finalist for the state or anything.
No, it's more just like a pipe dream.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or is that a bit of jealousy on your behalf? Is she actually a good singer?
No, I'm actually just so salty that they made my graduation.
Open tryouts at TTP. Hey, we'll go to Lulu in Flinders Park. Lulu, how'd you know you're not the favourite?
So my partner has 2 cats.
Yep.
And every time I go, they love me, but they're a little bit, they're kind of, I don't know if I can say the word arsehole on the air, but they're
go for it.
So they sleep on my side of the bed, and I try and get into bed and move them, and my girlfriend just gets so angry. She's like, where are they going to sleep? They need somewhere warm and comfy.
Do they get special...
I'm like, where am I going to sleep?
I mean, are they getting special treatment otherwise? Do they get Christmas presents as well, like Tom's dog?
Yeah, well, she kind of bought 2 new reclining chairs, I thought, to go with her chair for my son and I. And every night the cats get one each.
I've never heard of a cat having their own recliner.
I have evil geniuses.
Yeah. Mr. Bigglesworth.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
So the other day on Instagram, I got a message from a mutual friend, and basically they sent me a video and they said, that AI voice everyone's using sounds just like Callum, and now I've heard it, I can no longer unhear it.
Is it an AI voice that's used, so just on Instagram Reels or like TikToks as well? Is it a big trend at the moment?
I think so, yeah. So
Right.
It's been out and about for a bit. Callum has no idea what this is about. He's looking a little bit
got a few
confused.
phrases to go through to compare to this voice, but yeah.
Yeah, so what I thought I'd do is give Callum some phrases and then we'd compare it to the AI voice that someone reckons sounds exactly like you. So,
Right.
Callum, can you please read phrase number 1?
Have you seen that TikTok I sent you?
Have you seen that TikTok I sent you?
I'm so far from that voice.
Oh no! I will say you didn't play into that at all. You literally said that in a sad voice. So don't you dare do that for
This
the rest
is how
of
I
it.
speak.
Man, it's perpetually sad.
Yeah, I know exactly the voice now that you're talking about, though. That is doing the rounds, isn't it?
So Callum, can you please read out phrase number 2?
Want to go out for drinks.
Want to go out for drinks?
Yeah, I don't say dwinks. It's not as full on as that.
Oh, I can hear it. It's uncanny.
And then
No, it's not.
and then can you please read out phrase number 3, Callum?
Sure. Guys, I'm losing it. I need a coffee.
Guys, I'm losing it. I need a coffee.
What do we reckon?
Scrap it. Nothing like it.
I reckon we could do the show with AI.
Maybe I can here, paid voice actor now. I can go and make my bank off this. Sure.
Wait, before we get out of these, Callum, can we hear you try and do the AI voice and then compare it?
Which phrase do you
Anyone you
I reckon
think...
number 2, Dwinks.
Wanna go out for drinks? Wanna go out for drinks?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, podcast my podcast. Oh, podcast my podcast. Oh, podcast my podcast.
Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast. We're putting it to you, Adelaide. Davo, Tom and Callum present This or That on Fresh 92.7.
Yes, this or that. We want to bring the Monday debate to you, Fresh Fam, and in the spirit of Christmas, and especially summer Christmases here in Australia, we want to toss up the idea between whether you like cold meats on Christmas Day or the hot meats. Where do you stand on that?
I mean, I've got some pretty strong opinions about this because I think a cold meat Christmas is the saddest thing that you could do.
Well, let's establish what the classic cold meats are when we refer to cold meats. This is your hams, you know, a bit of cranberry, whatever, you know, the mint sauce, stuff like that. Your prawns with the seafood sauce, maybe even cold turkey,
Cold
stuff
turkey.
like that.
Yep. Yeah, bit of cold chook the next day, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah,
As opposed to, say, your roast lambs and, you know, other things like that. Maybe a roast chicken that would happen hot on Christmas Day.
Right. Now, I mean, it is hot here in Australia on Christmas generally, so I understand the idea of the cold meat. However, let me tell you, when my mum came to me last Christmas, I hate Christmas, as we know.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Hate's a strong word.
I don't like it.
Jesus
That's
is
better.
crying.
So the day itself, like, I really dread as it is.
Yeah.
But then when my mum said, we're just going to do prawn cocktails and cold meats,
You
I
beauty.
thought, forget about this, woman. I'm not coming.
Well, you
So
got
you
to
threw a tantrum.
I didn't throw a tantrum. I just threatened to ruin Christmas.
You really are the Grinch.
Yeah.
It really becomes more and more noticeable with everything we talk about Christmas.
Well, the thing is as well, right, so I went through a luxury period of my life of 10 years with my ex where his family put on the best roast spread of all time.
Yeah,
now,
right,
that
okay.
was honestly a game changer. And then to go from that to then cold meats with Irene on Christmas Day with my dysfunctional family all staring at each other, it's a different vibe.
Are you getting salads as well as the cold meats?
Yeah, awful salad.
That's not too bad.
Awful
I was going
salad.
to say, if you get
Potato salad?
salad as well.
Not
Everyone
homemade.
likes potato salad.
Not homemade.
See, I was never...
You've got an excuse for everything, don't you?
I was never a huge fan of cold meats growing up, but for some reason, when it falls on Christmas Day, there's something about, because it's just been like that for years, that you're just used to it, and I just kind of like it now.
Also, the bag the ham comes in. Yuck!
Whatever, it's a
Why is
bag.
it in a canvas bag?
Why not? Why not? I've always enjoyed a cold meat. You know, smiley Fritz on a shopping day with mum back in the day to Christmas Day leg ham. Even for the next 2 weeks where you just have so much ham on toast for breakfast.
Oh.
Chef's kiss.
Great leftovers.
Yeah.
My favourite is, though, the prawns. Godsend. I do love the prawns and the seafood sauce. That's my go-to.
No, I'm staunchly a roast scale on Christmas. I don't care how hot it is. Get that oven going and do not serve me prawn cocktails for the love of God.
Let's open up the text line here. This or that, Adelaide. Cold meats or hot meats on Christmas Day. It's pretty divided.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm staunchly no cold meat, roast only. But, I mean, some people like a bit of both. Like this person that says cold meat slaps, but can't not have a hot roast.
I like this text here. It sounds very patriotic, actually. They say, we are Australia. Barbecue and salads.
Yeah.
And hey, I'd even take a barbecue over cold meats on Christmas Day.
See, we do a Boxing Day barbecue, but Christmas Day is for the roast and the cold meat.
It's so bizarre, isn't it? Because I thought, you know, a barbecue would be so popular on Christmas Day, but I've never done it. It has always been cold meat and stuff like that.
See, the second the family leaves, you know, second the Christmas Day is done, I'm not thinking about a Boxing Day thing. It's done. It's over for another year for me.
Yeah.
There's no need to extend the celebrations to the next day.
Somebody else has texted in here saying, cold meat, absolutely on Christmas. Give me 100 prawn cocktails for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's disgusting.
All right, leave him alone.
Yeah, but it is all bouncing around. There are so many different opinions.
Hey, we're going to go over to Old Dengo. We got Matt on the line. Matt, good morning. Are you cold or hot meats for Christmas Day?
No.
Matt.
Yeah, I got you. Hello.
G'day,
Hello.
mate. Yes, cold or hot meats? What are we thinking?
definitely cold.
Definitely cold.
on ya.
Cool. So in terms of the cold meats, what's your favourite? Are you going for the prawns? Are you going for the ham? What's up?
I do like the ham. I'm a bit of a ham guy, but I reckon definitely prawns. Give me all the prawns.
Yeah, the prawns are a heavy hitter. Can you believe Davo doesn't like the prawn cocktails?
Yuck.
Is it about the prawn cocktails, Davo? The like de-shelling and the pulling out the tube and stuff like that?
I'm not a big seafood gal. I just don't like it.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Matt?
That's half un-Australian, Davo.
Yeah, return your citizenship at once.
A roast lamb goes down an absolute treat. Hey, we got another text in here. Someone says cold meats for entrees and big roast for main, but then they said, also, Davo, hear me out. Cold meats aren't for everyone, but those who do are just better than everyone else.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Hey, well, Davo, there's somebody on your defence here. It's Seaford Rise. We got Tim on the line. Tim, you're a hot meat man.
Yeah, hot meat all the way.
Hell yeah, Tim. What's your fave? What's your go-to Christmas Day?
There's got to be a turkey breast roll just for me.
Just for you.
You're hogging the turkey.
Just for me.
Special request.
That's it. I don't care if anyone wants to eat those gross little things from the sea. They can eat them. I just got to have a turkey breast roll.
So, Tim, you don't like any of the cold meats. Is that what you're saying? You're like Davo?
Oh, you could have a little bit of ham maybe, but that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, right.
There's one other thing. You know, with the prawn cocktails, that awful bloody dressing that goes on there. What are you talking?
That's the best part.
I love that stuff.
Disgusting.
You're insane.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Hi, Jeremy Cordo in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordo.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.